Hi, I am Raghavan, working in Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya, Kozhikode, Kerala. Let us go to the first section of JNVST, that is Mental Ability Test. This section carried 40 questions for 50 marks. That means each question carried 1.25 marks. Now, these 40 questions are divided into 10 parts, each part having 4 questions. Now, let us discuss each part in detail. Here is the part 1, and in the beginning of every part, the direction is given how to do it. Here you have given 4 figures A, B, C, and D. But one figure is odd one. That means here you can see two squares, and inside the square, each side one mark is there. You can see here in each side it is there, but in the first figure on the diagram, so the first one will be different from other three. So this different figure you have to find out in part 1. So your answer is A. But you need not to darken A here. You will be given an OMR sheet. For each question, there are 4 probable answers A, B, C and D. For first question, A is the correct. So you have to darken A in the OMR sheet. Now let us look at the next question. Here questions 2, 3 and 4 of the same type are given. Try to find out its answers. You just pause the video and try to do yourself. Second question, you can see 3 letters are there, K, I, T, but in the last there is a new letter C, so D is the correct option. Here in question number 3, A, B, C, D are triangles, but A, C and D are right angle triangle, B is not, so B will be the correct answer. And in the fourth question, 2 circles are there, one arrow outside, but in D, arrow is inside, so D will be the correct answer. Now, you have to mark all these answers in your OMR sheet, not in the question bank. So, your answer will be 2D, 3D and 4 again D. In this way, you have to answer your questions. Now, let us look at the second part. Here is the second part. This is very simple. One question figure is given and 4 answers also given. Now you have to find out the exact question figure is there in the answer figure. You can see A is not exactly equal to the question figure, but you see B here. You can see two gaps, and one gap. The same comes here in B. So B will be the correct answer. So you have to darken question number 5, option B in your OMR sheet. Now look at the other questions. Question number 6, 7 and 8 of the same type. If you see here in the question figure, two circles are there in the top. The only figure having 2 circles on the top is B. So B is the correct answer. Here arrow mark is there. It is showing outside. Here you can see C is exactly same as question figure. Now here a pentagon is given and some diagonals are also given. Here you can see one diagonal is missing, right? So this option B will be the correct option. So mark these options in your OMR sheet. Now let us look at the next part, that is part 3. Here the question figure is on the left side, a part of which is missing. You can see a part is missing here. one figure can exactly fill this empty portion. Now look here. See, in every figure, diagonals are there and four arrow marks pointing outside. So this figure, you check where this figure will be. This you can see in B. So B can be the correct answer. Now let us look at question number 10, 11 and 12 of this type. Now look at question number 10. Here you can see one diagonal and a design is there in this way outside, and there are some points inside and a right angle mark also there. The same you can see here in D. So D is the correct option. Now look at this one, question number 11. Here two semicircles are drawn and the remaining portions are shaded. Of course, the answer will be 8. Now look at the next one. Here you can see two line segments are drawn in this way and here joined. Now that triangular portion remaining are shaded. You can see, yes, the first option A itself is correct. So A is your correct option. So what you have to do is you have to darken the correct option OMR sheet, not in the. Now let us look at the next type. Here in this section, there are three question figures and the fourth one left blank. And these questions are all in a series. Here you can see there is a circle in the first figure, then circle and an into mark. The third one, circle into circle. What will be the fourth? Of course, it will be a circle into mark. That means circle into marks, it will be C. Therefore, C is your correct option. Now, let us look at the remaining question, that is 14, 15 and 16 of this same type. Here in the 14, you can see first one is a semicircle. For second, it is downside. Third, again it is upside. So fourth, it will be downside. And everywhere it is a circle inside. So now, in this part of how many figures are there? Here A and C having the same type, but you can see A inside a square is there, but we need a circle. So immediately you can answer your correct option is C. You need not check all the components in the figure. Here you can see the circle itself in downward direction. Semicircle is here, A and C, but A having square inside. So definitely C will be the answer. Remaining into mark and all you need not check. So you can save the time in that. Right. Now look at the 15th question. To find out yourself fast. Here you can see a Z having one arrow mark here in this direction. Now the next figure, it is downward direction. Next, here in this direction. Now definitely it should be on upward direction. Now in upward direction, B and C are there. But you can see here the arrow mark is only one side. Here C having both side arrow marks, so B will be with the correct option. Now look at question number 16. Here many components are there. One triangle, arrow mark, circle and rectangle. Now it is rotating, you can see in three figures it is rotating in some particular way. That means here look at the first component, the arrow mark. Here it is arrow mark in this corner. Next is direction change to the downward. Now in this direction definitely it should be an upward direction. So in upward direction, B, C, and D are. So next you can try this circle. Circle this second one here, third here. The fourth one will be in this corner. So in all the cases, fourth in that corner only. Now look at our rectangle. Here rectangle lies horizontally. Here in this corner it is vertically. Again horizontally. So this corner will be vertical portion. Here B and D can be the answer. Now look at the last component, that is triangle, upward direction. Here, this direction. Now it will be downside. So here definitely the left side part. So here the answer B, satisfying all the condition. So B will be the correct answer. So if there are components, many components, you have to check. Sometimes you have to check all the components and its direction. Right. Now let us look at the next part. This is part 5. There are two sets of two question figures here. The second set has an interrogation mark. There exists a relationship between the first two question figures. Similar relation should exist between the third and fourth question figure. Select one of the answer figures which replaces the mark of interrogation. Let us look here. Here a square is given and in the next figure all the diagonals of the square, that is two diagonals are there, that you have to draw. So here a blank pentagon is given. Next figure what you have to do? I have to draw its diagonals. So the next figure will be in this way, you have to draw all the diagonals here. Yes, this figure will be the correct answer. A is the correct answer. Now look at the 18, 19 and 20th question. In this question, many components are there. Look at the first two question figure. Here, an arc in this direction, arc upside down. So here in the next, a part of a rectangle here. So it is downward direction. Next, it should be upward direction. In that upward direction, you can see C only having this direction upward. So it can be your correct answer. No need of checking all the other answer, all the other components. Right. Similarly, the next 19th figure, a trapezium and a triangle is given. Here, the second one, triangle is inside the trapezium. Now here a square and a circle is given. So in the next figure, circle should be inside this square. So circle inside the square. Yes, option B is the correct option. Look at question number 20. There are 6 Hindu masks there in first figure, but the second figure nearby squares having that Hindu mask. So opposite square left hand. If it is so, here a shade is there, shaded one portion is shaded. So opposite should be left blank. So opposite left blank, yes. C is the correct answer. This is part 6. In this question, a triangle, square or circle is cut in some particular way. That one part will be there in the question figure. The remaining part you have to select from the answer figure. Here you can see it's a part of a triangle. Let's join that triangle. Here if you join, you will get this way. Now this part, the second part, that is this part you have to find out. Now you have to find out this shaded portion. Yes, of course it is the option D. In this way, here it is the question figure is a triangle, a square, or it is a circle. Let us look at the next questions of this type. Here, yes, it is a part of a circle is missing. Here, if you join to a circle and three part will be there and some part is shaded. Now, the part S, this B, three part and shaded in the end as it is. B is the correct answer. Similarly, yes, next part is a part of a square. Now, if you join this one, yes, the same figure, yes, B will be the same figure. Now, here again, this is a square. This part is missing. Yes, C can be the correct option. Now, let us look at the next part, that is part 7. Part 7 is very interesting. There is a figure in the question and XY, one mirror is keeping nearby the figure. Now you have to find out the mirror image from the answer figure. You know how the mirror image comes. Now let me draw something or some figures or letters. And if I keep a mirror here, how will it look like? Let us see. This will be in this way it look like. That is just opposite. If I take a C here, it will be like this. If I write N in this way, the mirror image it will be like this. So this property you have to keep in mind before solving this question. Now let us look at the question. Now look at this question number 25. Here there is a narrow mark upside. So in the mirror imaging, how will it look like? Yes, of course, it will be in this direction. So there should be an arrow mark in this direction. Question number A and B is there. But in B, both side arrow mark is there. So A will be the correct answer. So beginning, there is a small circular portion. Right. So in this way, let us try to do other questions. Now look at question number 26. Here one C is there. So in opposite direction it will be this way. The B, C and D. C is on that direction. Now equal sign remains same. Now as circle and this shade will be in the opposite direction. So it will be in this way. So D will be the correct answer. In this question, if one component is not the correct position, now check for the second, third, and so on. Now here three letters I and K. So K, the first last letter K will be here this way. So B, C, D can be the possible answer. Now N means will be in this way the mirror image. Yes, B, the correct answer. And 28 here upside a minus sign. So upside minus sign is C and D. Even this side plus sign. So plus sign will come here. C and D. Okay. C plus sign comes in the correct portion. So C will be the correct option. You don't darken the answers in the question paper. You have to darken the correct option, correct question number. A, B, C, D option will be there for 28 question. In 28 OMR sheet 28 you take, then darken correct option C. Now let us look at the next part, that is part 8. This is another interesting question. This question is based on paper folding activity. Here, let me take a piece of paper and let me fold it in this way. Again, let me fold in this way. Let me fold again in this way. Now, if I make a small pinches or a circle here, now unfold it. What type of figure you will get? You will get a figure like this. In this way, here you can see some folding, some portion is sponged out. Now, after unfolding, what kind of figure you will get? That you have to find. Look at the question number 29. It is folded to half, then again one more folding, then diagonally it again folded, like what I did now. Now, if you unfold, okay, definitely a portion will be here in this way, and again unfolding, yes, here it will be in this way. You will get it, and one triangular shape is considered. So here this shape also will be there. So where is that type of figure? Yes, you can see incomplete. A can be the correct answer. But you see the other options entirely different from the first. So A will be the correct option. Now let us check out the next questions. Here a square paper is folded diagonally. Again it is folded one more time and a portion is cut off from here. Now when unfolding it, so you will get a portion here. Here also will be, and here also. So the correct option can be yes. D will be the correct figure. Now look at next question. Here two dots are there. Now while unfolding, two more dots you will get here. So here you will get two more dots, and now unfolding here you will get four. Now unfolding here two, only here. So B will be the correct option. Now look at the 30 seconds. That also diagonally folded. Now here when unfolding triangle, yes, this way here you will get one more here, and so the correct answer figure will be C. So darken the option C in the Olmar sheet. Now look at the next part. In this question, there are four cutout pieces will be given. Some pieces will be given, and it is joined and kept in the answer sheet. Only one correct answer figure you can find. Now you can see here two triangles are there and one isosceles triangle. Two triangles of equilateral type and one isosceles and a quadrilateral. It is in the shape of a kite. Here, A and B having all these components or cutout pieces, but B is more accurate. You see, here these two triangles are not like, looks like an equilateral, and yes, B is the correct answer. In question number 34, two right triangles are given and two rectangles. Two right triangles and two rectangles, of course, it is B. Here, four rectangle and one rectangle divided into two parts. Yes, of course, is B. Look at the last one, 36 question. Here a square, a triangle is there, and a seven-sided polygon also given. Now look at the options. Option A and D having triangle and square. So the answer will be either A or B. But in A, look at the sides 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So D can be the correct answer. A is not there means the correct answer will be D. Now look at the last part, that is part 10. Here a question figure is given. That figure is there in the answer figure, that particular portion is embedded in the answer field. That you have to find out. Here you can see, yes, it is a mirror image of L, we can say, and one cutting is there. So that one exactly you can see here also an image like that. Here also you can see the image that, but here only the cutting is there. That means the answer D will be, option D will be the correct answer. Now similarly 38, 39 and 40 questions, just check it out. Look here, a line segment and a triangle, acute angle triangle is there. Here you can see the option A contains a line segment and acute angle triangle. Here you can see this angle is acute, but here at the end point of the line segment, this one is a right angle. So B cannot be. So A will be the correct answer. So darken the question number 38. A is the correct option in 5 marks. Now similarly question number 39. The same you can see in B. There a cutting, then a shape like N and shadows. So 39 B is the correct option. Here you can see in 40 uh, angle and angle is marked. Here the measurement of the angle also marked. So C will be the correct option. In this way, you can solve all the 40 questions and you can score 50 marks out of it. Very easy. And all the best for your JNVST examination. Thank you.